Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Matt. I'm here as an account manager from Asyma Solutions. We're a Canadian consultant providing financial management services and software implementations and support. And today we're joined by commercebuild, who is one of Sage's Tech Plus ISVs and a leader of e-commerce integrations. We have their Canadian sales director, Robbie Bernstein, who's going to share their B2B and B2C web store solutions, as well as show their sales and customer portals with Sage integrations. So with all of that said, there is a Q&A section in the chat box on the bottom right of your screen. Feel free to submit any questions. We'll get to a Q&A session towards the end. And all that said, I will pass it over to Robbie.
Thanks so much, Matt. And we're really thankful to be a part of Asyma's webinar series. So thank you again for giving us this opportunity. We're so excited today to really show you how we can grow revenue, improve order efficiencies, and really enhance your customer experience. And to begin with for today, I'm going to start with some PowerPoint, give you an introduction to who we are at commercebuild, and share the differences between us and other mainstream, software providers that you're familiar with for your e-commerce needs. And then I'm going to have some fun, bring some visuals to you with some live sites, because as I'm very visual, I'm sure you'll like to see as well. So to begin with, commercebuild connects customers to the heart of every business with ERP integrated e-commerce. And since inception, we've been committed to delivering affordable solutions for businesses of all sizes that cater to the B2B and B2C companies in the manufacturing, distribution, retail, food and beverage space. And we ensure swift implementations that really maximizes our customers' return on investment. This slide, I don't like because it says frustrations, but this slide resonates with me because it really talks about the conversations that myself and my colleagues have when we meet companies for the first time, when they want to learn about us. Believe it or not, most of them already have sites that either A, are not working properly, or B, they cannot seem to get it launched because of long-term, expenses and being complicated, that they've had delays because they've ended up building, logic that needs lots of coding, or that they couldn't find a proper connector to integrate into their Sage solution. And I'm here today to tell you that we can absolutely make this seamless, a better way, so that you're not going to be experiencing those long-term contracts and frustrations to have a site that's not working properly. So a little bit about commercebuild. We began since 2006 and been the leading provider of e-commerce web stores, as we said, customer portals and sales portals for hundreds of Sage X3 we work with, 300 and Intact customers, and have built thousands of web stores. We offer, which I love to share, really cost affordable packages. So we don't have a GMV pricing module like other e-commerce providers. And GMV means that it's gross merchandise value. So we're not going to be charging any additional, residuals on your payment processing or the volume you're processing through our sites. We want you to keep all your profits. We're completely agnostic with that. So we simply charge a one-time implementation fee and our monthly SaaS. We are fast for implementing as well. We can do customer portals as fast as 48 hours, and we can do web stores of the B2B and B2C. We've done them in 60 days or less. What also makes us stand out at commercebuild is our global support. We're known for our elite customer servicing. It's 24/7, 365. And I'm really proud of it. It's included in all your packages, just so you know, at no charge. And we have a response time, we measure it every quarter, of less than 40 minutes. If you were to need help, say you forgot, how do I change a price? You can send us a ticket and we can help you out in any way. And as I say, this is something that we're known for, so much so that 99.3% of our customers have given us their approval on how much we help them. And also what makes us really unique is that we have the ability to really make it seamless for you that we are a one-stop shop. So this means that we do all the hosting. So for anything that you need, we will host it. We'll help plan it with you. If you don't have design teams, we can absolutely help you with designing. So you don't have to worry if you don't have a huge marketing team with that. We can connect and we'll build out your site. So we're connecting to whether you're using Sage 300 or Intact, for instance, build it out and go live. So not every e-commerce platform is built the same. E-commerce platforms and their features are designed for specific types of organizations. So in a world where the lines between the B2B, which means business to business, and B2C, business to consumer e-commerce are really becoming blurry, selecting that right e-commerce provider is really imperative to your success. And I just like to add, we've all lived through COVID, and because of COVID, we've really changed the ways we buy. And it's really evident now that, the expectations is that for businesses, they expect to have the same experience as when they're buying as we say, B2C consumer. And I'm sure today on this call, many of you are nodding that you really do recognize many of these big e-commerce providers. And today I want to explain and educate the difference between when you're using a mainstream e-commerce platform compared to a solution that's ERP integrated. And I'm not here to say anything bad about it. It's just to explain the differences. So let's dig into this a little bit more in details and explain kind of the challenges, what happens when you really rely on your Sage as that, as we say, center of truth. So most mainstream e-commerce platforms, when they connect to the ERP, they're connecting through a connector. And these are not natively integrated. And because connectors are not natively integrated, what happens is that you've really got two systems to be managed. You've got your ERP, and then you've got your web store. And that's really two data silos that you're managing, so that what happens is the functionality of one system might not be available in the other. And then you're trying to sync both systems. And eventually what happens is you have a frustrated tech team, internal team. And then when things aren't working, for instance, with connectors, they're pointing fingers saying, no, it's the e-commerce platform's fault. So as we say, everyone's spinning. So this slide that I'm going to be showing you now really brings this to life. So you see on the right-hand side, people always ask, what is the difference between commercebuild or if we're using a Shopify or a BigCommerce Magento, for instance? And this really explains it. So as you can see on the right-hand side, when you're building out that web store, as we say, you need to have the pricing, you want your products, inventory, you want the customers. You really, especially if you're doing B2B, you want their customer, how they are being priced from your company, because we work with all that tier status. And so on the left with your Sage ERP, whether you're using 300 or Intact, we all know as well, you've got all the taxing, you've got really complex logic of how your buyers are buying from you and how you sell. And so what happens, as we say, is that you're trying to get them both to connect, and you're finding that connector in the middle. And unfortunately, depending on what platform, some work, some sort of work, some don't work 100%. We haven't heard of ones that are working 100%. So the result is we're hearing that companies are trying to then develop their own logic of connection. And as we say, getting a bit frustrated. So when you're really relying on your Sage, you really want to have a web store that is syncing and that is native integrated. So that really what happens now is that we're going to be really helping you when you're facing challenges like inefficient order management. So that happens a lot with these disconnected systems that lead to errors, delays, and increased operational costs. From a customer experience, it's not the best because it's fragmented shopping. They get frustrated. They might not have the loyalty because they're not being able to buy as seamlessly as it could be. And for a company as well, that stagnant revenue growth, they're not able to scale operations and bring in new revenue because they're working on outdated sales processes. So we're here today really to tell you that we can absolutely make this better. And this is because of commercebuild. We like to say that we're that missing piece of your e-commerce success. because we're natively integrated into Sage, as we say, into Sage 300, to Intact. We also do work with X3, just so you know. And what we do is we take all that rich data that's housed in your ERP, like the customer's pricing, the inventory, all the financials associated with your logic, to easily and quickly build a web store. And our customers manage all their data in the ERP, and we'll pull that data into the web store. It's live. We sync within a minute, so it goes back and forth. So literally, if you've got an order coming in and you're inputting the inventory and want to sell it, no problem. If you want to go live within a minute, we can. And so that's where now the streamlined order processing is going to be connected, and you're going to be reducing manual entry errors that you've been having to do before because you've had a disconnected web store to your ERP. We've also going to be enhancing that customer experience, because now it's intuitive shopping, because if your coveted client has that tier pricing, they're going to get that exact pricing that you offer them. It's not going to be the wrong price. And for revenue growth, we now can leverage, because now you can either grow nationally, international, you can increase your sales, you can show related items, and really have fun and give them that branding. I always like to say that extension of your branding online to give exceptional customer support. With commercebuild, we do have 4 unique experiences on the web. The first one is that B2C, business to consumer. So that's where you and I, everyone can purchase seeing the retail price. A great example is like going onto Amazon. B2B is business to business, and it's where a customer would literally log in to the web store and have that personalized experience showcasing, that customer specific pricing, products, inventory, and locations. And I think it's important to share that orders, and if you use, we can do quotes, we get asked that all the time. When they're placed online, they're written directly back into the ERP, so that then the company, you can print, you can pack and ship, you can also confirm everything, and changes made in the ERP, that's reflected to the web store in real time. So as I mentioned before, when you're changing inventory, that will be reflected in real time. So everything is flowing back and forth. It's reliable and accurate. Today, I'm going to be showing you this shortly live. It's part of our sales portal promo, and it's a feature that we have on our platforms when we build out, a web store for you, or if you want just to have a simple sales portal. And what this is we call it quick order. And it's incredible because it allows you to search by SKU number, part number, or description. This is one of our most popular features. And as we say, we can build out a sales portal solution for your sales reps or for your customers or internal team to use. If you don't want to have all the pictures or descriptions, because that's how you sell. We have so many auto, companies that just literally sell by SKU parts, and this is what they just need. So that's why I love to say we have so many affordable solutions. We can be very creative with what you need, and I'll show you this shortly. And on the extreme situation, I say extreme because we can do a configurator. So if you need really complex, you want the pictures, you want the visuals, you want to build out, that logic. When you buy this, then this is what's going to happen. I'm going to show you this with the company Oxworth. It's a game changing, and configurators, I hear so many times, can be over a day and a half for sales reps to enter into Sage because it's that complicated. It's been a pain, if you would say, for many operations, like how do we do this so that the customer can visualize and that we're not losing all this time to manually enter something complicated. I'm going to show you that. I'm also going to be showing you our customer portal. It's wonderful. That will also be part of our sales portal promotion, which the customer portal, it allows the ability for your customers to log in. They can view their order status, that tracking information. They can even pay invoices online. And as I say, that sales portal solution, which we're doing a promotion with, that the sales reps can log in, they can represent a customer, place an order, and your internal team can utilize as well. So we have these incredible integrated approaches with our native integration. And this is the promotion I'm talking about. I get excited. As we know, we joke about what can you buy for $100 at the grocery stores these days? Well, you might get 4 items. But with us today for this, promotion that we're doing with Sage for their fiscal year end, it's only $100. I know, $100. So what the sales portal will give you is the ability for, as we say, your sales reps and for your customers to do one-click ordering. They can search for an order. They'll be able to do the SKU. We can even post cash receipts. We'll be able to show how they can check status of order, and really overall eliminating that hand keying so that you can really try to automate your workflow. This is a great entryway to test, potentially to see if you'd like to grow to a web store, or maybe you just need a sales portal, as we say, because this is how your buyers buy from you. And the SaaS is only $300 per month. As you can see with that slash out, it's usually $600. So we still got time, and it's really quick for us to implement. We can do these, within a week. Lastly, before I get into the demo, I'm going to share that we really strive to strengthen our customers' network by really aligning with them, and especially for Asyma, who they use. So we're always adding new payment, tax shipping options, PIMs, punch out, so that we can really scale and grow with you. So moving to the demo portion, this is my most fun. I'm just going to end the screen here, and I'm moving over to our client. I'm going to begin with some storytelling with Kookaburra. Kookaburra is from Australia. I describe them as the Louis Vuitton of cricket. Yes. So this is a great example of a site that, if you're looking for, hey, can commercebuild create gorgeous videos like the banner scrolling? We want heavy marketing on the front. We absolutely can handle your marketing-driven sites. Kookaburra is a really fabulous example. They're both B2C, so it means that you and I right now can go on and go shopping, and they also have a login for their B2B. We strive for building out filters, as you can see. We want it to be seamless. And Kookaburra, they sell all the jersey wear for, the Australian League footballs as well. So as we say, it's a lot to navigate, and they've done it really well because, as we say, we've got the categories here, and now we've got our filters, so that if I'm looking to find, as we say in English, willow cricket bat, how specific can we get here? I am given 3 options right away, and you can click on. And what I love is it's gorgeous pictures. We can do up to 11. So as you can see, there's many angle shots. We can zoom in, absolutely. We can also do variant drop downs if you do have products and you want to make it more, I like to use the words concise so that you don't have lots of windows of confusion. We can do it really seamlessly here, so they can pick, a short handle or a long blade. We also can do all the details. We're asked that also, like, can you handle videos? Can you do size guides? Can you do product catalogs? Absolutely. We can pull all of this information in. So that's where I always like to start with Kookaburra, just to give you that overall. If you really want, a marketing, beautiful looking site, this is a great example. I am moving over to Batteries Experts. They're the holy grail of batteries from Canada out east. I think it's a beautiful looking site too. And what I'm proud about Batteries Expert is what we've done with the battery finder. I just want to reiterate, we can do bilingual, we can do multi-language as well. I'm going to show you from the start, we're doing a B2C experience here. So this means that you and I can find battery, and sometimes on demoing, you might not see me scrolling down to find all the categories, but as we know, there are 1 million categories for batteries. Specifically, they have over 4,000 batteries that we could buy from. For today's demo, we've got doggies and we have a dog collar. So this is what's great with the battery finder. I could literally be like, yes, I want to find the Energizer. It's for this model. I can then press submit. And look, 3 clicks, and I found exactly 2 options to replace the battery that, my dog collar needs. And I think this is really, as we say, giving that efficiency for the customer. This is what really, as we say, elevates the company and makes them the leader. Who do you want to work with? The one where I can find everything easily. With Sage, we know the descriptions can be quite small, 30 characters, so we can expand them on our site for you if you want them to be searching, as we say, by either certain verbiage or SKU numbers so that, they can find accurately what they're looking for. Once again, we can do related items, so that you're not losing an order. If it is by chance that battery's sold out, you can give them another option. We can absolutely do all the specifications. As you can see, we can do it bilingual. We can do any documentation as well. So look at the price here. It's $14.95. So this is for you and me. But if I log in, so say I'm the reseller now, and so you can visualize this is how they'd be logging in. Now I'm going to be showing as one of their resellers, and you see their pricing is $10.15. So that's what I love. Now you've got that accuracy pulling in from their Sage 300, or as they say, from Intact. We can do that. We can show the exact, stock if you want, or we can say in or out of stock. We can even do showing what's committed for POs. That's also an option. All of these are options, what you want to show. But what I love is that we've got the capabilities to give you those options. So with Batteries Experts, as I say, they're an incredible site, as we say, to really show all the options that are available and make it really quick to buy. Paper Eclipse is a wonderful company also from Canada where they sell gift cards. They came to us with many complex setups, but what I wanted to share with you today is we get asked this often, hey, can you do minimum orders? We require minimum requirements. And I'll say, yes, absolutely. So they have a minimum for their resellers to be able, they had to buy $200 per gift card, but they also had to buy minimum of a pack of 3. So you'll see here that to start with, they can only buy starting with 3. If they want to add more, it multiplies that by the 3. So we can do that. We do that on our enterprise packages using custom, or if you refer to them as optional fields, but we can really handle that complex logic of selling. So that's where I get excited. It seems so easy here as we're looking at it, and that's a point. It should be seamless. And behind the scenes, it's easy for us because we built in that native integrations into your Sage so we can do this. But when you're using other providers, out there that are more general software websites, they don't have that ability to handle the custom pricing, doing, sophisticated warehouse setups. If you've got multiple warehouses, we can handle it as well. Moving right along in the demo, Oxworth, which I told you earlier about the configurator, I absolutely love showing this because this is what's made Oxworth. Just so you know, they're Australia's leading fence provider. This makes you just want to have a pina colada, right? And sit by the pool. Oh my goodness. Let's just stop the demo right now and go swimming. But what I wanted to show you today is we worked with them to build out a configurator to build out fences. So this is incredible. So I can literally, if I was a contractor or if I'm the consumer building my fence, I can see what it's going to look like and what I would be required. For today's demo, I'll do a single run. And this is so much fun. You see, I can already, let's do my run length. I'm going to do, 8 meters. You can, change the panel heights. I'm going to make it really big. It asks for sleepers if you want post required, gives you the options of the profile. So let's change it to trim line. I'm going to do a slat FX. So then, as you can see what it's going to start to look like. Then we can layer in the coloring. This is always, as we say, really imperative. As we know in home design, we want to make sure our colors look great. And if we're, indecisive, we can be like, oh, I don't know if I like that color. Let's go there. Oh, that's horrible. So, go back to make your beautiful fence. And then we can do that related item subtly too. We know you need concrete when you're building out a fence. And if you need some posts, extra clips, caps, all of that can be added as optional, but this is where we're saving the internal team, the sales rep, hours and hours to try to enter this all in, build out that logic manually. We're seamlessly pushing this into Sage to give that quote, so then you can approve it. It can go, as we say, into production and really, as we say, make them a leader because who doesn't want to work with a company that's going to show you what your, visualization is going to look like, how specifically it's going to cost, what you need, and do this, as you saw, in a matter of seconds and minutes. Lastly, I wanted to share with you that sales portal promotion and show you the quick order. I know now you want ice cream. That chocolate chip mint is screaming at me. But what I wanted to share today is that quick order. So visualize that if you wanted a sales portal that we talked about, the promotion, it might not have the ice cream pictures, but will be able to do your coloring, your branding, your logo, so that your customers can log in, the sales reps or your internal team, and they can put in orders so quickly. So because we're ice cream, I'm going to start to type in vanilla, and you can see right now it's pulling in that fast search. We use Elasticsearch. So if I wanted to pick out this option right away, we can show if it's in stock, out of stock. You can put specific numbers. We also pull in the exact pricing for that customer from the Sage, as we say, that source of truth. We're pulling in, how do you sell it? By cases? Are you doing it per container? With that pricing, so that they can then proceed to checkout. This is really seamless. And also when you said SKU numbers, so if they're typing in a specific SKU, as we say, it can populate that way as well. And that's, as we say, really big in manufacturing. Part of that promotion, as I said, we can do for you the customer portal. So the customer portal will have the orders and transactional history as part of it. So it will show all their orders, whether it was from the web, whether it was an email, phone order, you can view it. This is great. You can see everything. Because this is a full web store, we have the reorder attached up there to make it seamless for them to reorder. That's always our goal. How can they reorder what they want seamlessly? Also part of that sales portal promotion, it's a transactional history. So it shows everything they ordered, once again, pulling from your Sage AR history, so that accountants won't have to be calling your, sales team or CSR saying, we're being audited. Can you pull me every invoice from the past 2 years? They can literally log in and print these out. So as we say, they can view it. They can be able to print it, has all that information. We also offer on that sales portal promotion, if you want to give that credit card payment option, you can pay the open invoices. So if you had 2 invoices open, you can put partial or full payments. You can't overpay, don't worry. I know you'd love them to overpay, but for accounting, no, they can't overpay it. So it's a really great feature, and we have many clients who don't want to offer credit card processing. They're just on terms, so you don't have to worry. We don't have to put a paying option on. But that hopefully gives you just how powerful that sales portal is. And now that you can see only $100 to implement, when usually this would be, over $3,000 to do. This is really a fantastic promotion to take advantage of. So this will end my demo portion. I'm just going to finish up here a little bit now with going into quickly just the ending. I really appreciate all your time. So just to summarize with commercebuild, our customers love the experience with us. Sconza Candy is the biggest chocolatier, producer in North America. I highly recommend their limoncello, beyond addicting. And they said about our team, Jess and the whole commercebuild customer service team is literally the best support we have on many, many platforms. They're so helpful and quick to respond. It's scary. I only like it, hearing the word scary in this type of quote, but it's true. We are really scary how fast we respond. It's really fabulous, actually. And we do have a worldwide team. So we work where the sun rises. So it means that we have teams all over North America, Europe. We have South America, Argentina, Dubai, Bali, you name it, we're there. It's here to support you. So with that, I'm going to move to Q&A to see if there are any questions.
Great stuff. Thanks for that, Robbie. That's
Thank you.
Really great demo and a lot of great information there. And so we do have a couple of questions. I know you touched on the promotion that you guys are running at the moment around pricing, but we have a question here, people asking, do you offer any packages, and really just in general, how does pricing work?
Yeah, that's a great question. We do. So it's published on our website as well, but we have packages just for a customer portal if you want to do the sales portal. And then we do full B2B, B2C sites. We can build both together at the same price. And we have 3 packages, which we call Foundation, where you start. We do advanced, enterprise. Enterprise is when you need configurators or custom logic, optional fields. And we do a one-time implementation fee and that monthly SaaS. And we could always work with you and Matt's team if you wanted, to deep dive more into that.
Yeah, I think the takeaway there is really, you're flexible, right?
Yeah. We build what you need. We don't want to oversell. We want to make sure we build out accurately. And as we say, you can grow with us too. So maybe start with Foundation, and in 2 years, 3 years, you move to Enterprise to add, more complex selling. That's what we can do seamlessly for you.
Awesome. So we have another question here, which is, does commercebuild integrate with multiple warehouses?
Yeah, so we do. We get asked that a lot. So we know in your Sage setup, you might have different distribution facilities, warehouses. Maybe you've got them across Canada, or you've got them in the US. We can, even internationally, we can absolutely set it up so that you can have customers tied to the warehouse, so that when the customer purchases that warehouse, specifically say out east, if they're say from Ontario, would be shipping to them, as opposed to say someone out west where you've got your Alberta facility for shipping. So we really can do some sophisticated behind the scenes for you to really keep your automation going smoothly and be very robust.
Awesome. And then we have one last question. And that is, I think you might have touched on this, but it's good to maybe revisit it and answer it specifically. And that is, do you guys work with custom fields?
Yeah, we do. So we get asked that a lot because sometimes we understand you've got custom fields used for product descriptions, or as we say, you really do want to do a bit more complexities in the sites so that you can hypothetically be able to have certain viewers seeing certain products. Maybe this would be a great example with logistics centers. They're shipping products on behalf of companies, so they don't want the other companies to see everybody's inventory, only their own. So that's where we can really leverage custom fields, so that that company, for a logistics company, for instance, which is very popular for us, can only see their items that they're shipping and not all the other, confidential companies that they can't show that information for. So absolutely. Great questions. Thank you, Matt. Any others? Is that it?
No, that's it.
Great. So thank you, everybody, for such thoughtful questions. I wanted to end, with my contact information, and also really, if there is any interest, please contact, Matt and the team at Asyma directly if you want to set up a discovery call or a demo with us, and really appreciate today's opportunity.
Yeah, and thank you so much for taking the time, Robbie. This has been really great. And then, anybody can get in touch either directly with Robbie or reach out to me at Asyma, and we can coordinate that for you.
Great. Well, thanks everybody for taking your time today, and look forward to setting up some meetings. Have a great day, everyone.
You too, Robbie.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.